Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? The very first thing I think about in this process is how do I put my boots on first? Got to walk out the door. I got to go down the street. I got to go and take care of all the things in life that one has to take care of. How do I put my boots on? How do I put myself in a position to be successful first, knowing that the second I walk out the door, everyone is going to want everything from me? Now, this is hyperbole or an analogy or however we want to describe it. So I think about this. If I'm going and I'm putting myself in situations that are toxic to me, is that not a form of self-sabotage? You hear about it all the time. Stop sabotaging yourself. Stop sabotaging yourself. The problem is people don't know that they're sabotaging themselves. And this may be your experience right now, was stuck in a habit loop based on experiences that told me this is the way that I am supposed to behave because this is human behavior, i.e., I'm going to burn down everything in my life because it seems like that's the thing that I'm supposed to do. Loop again and again ad nauseum until the moment that you stop and you go, what is really happening in my life right now? Can I show up for myself? Can I stand up for myself? Can I put myself in a position where I come first all the time? Now look, you may have kids and you may have family and you may have a husband or a wife or a partner or whatever. You may have business obligations. You may have friends. You may have all the things. And I hope that you do. I hope your life is fucking amazing right now. I truly do. But if you're not putting yourself first and you're listening to this and you're thinking about how do you turn your life into something that you're going to be even more proud of than where you are right now within the next 90 days, it starts with this. Put yourself first. Remove yourself from toxic environments without guilt, without shame, without beating yourself up. Because let me tell you this, the most important, I've mentioned this in the podcast many times before, the most important thing that I've ever done in my healing journey started as a teenager when I removed toxic family members from my life. And I've not spoken to them since. And it has been the most beneficial thing I've ever done. Now it's also the hardest. It's the most difficult because of the society norms that say, don't do that. You're a bad guy. You're a bad guy if you take this person who's an asshole out of your life. That's on you. No, I vehemently disagree. In fact, I would argue with anyone that one of the greatest things that you can do is remove toxicity from your life. You want to set yourself up for success? Well, you have to stand up for yourself. And you have to stop fucking worrying what people are going to have to say or think about your actions when it comes to your personal sovereignty and self-care. My secret power, my superpower, the thing that I have that if I could bottle it up and I could give it to everybody on planet Earth is that I don't give a fuck what people think when it comes to how I take care of myself. I don't care. Your opinion matters zero in how I decide that I need to take care of myself. Nobody lives for you. Nobody breathes for you. I say it all the time. Only you get to choose how you show up in this life. And because of that, you are in this amazing and distinct position that gives you and affords you the opportunity to step into something really beautiful. And that's called sovereignty. That is called your power. That is called being the hero of your own story. And yet, even as you listen, there's that part of you that's going, but I have to, I should, I have to. Someone's telling me, family's going to look at me, neighbors are going to judge me. So what? Here's the thing. On a long enough timeline, you're going to die. That's the truth. And that's not to be like super negative. In fact, I find it to be very empowering. And the reason is I leverage the idea of death and how I create my life and my future. And knowing that this time of year is one of the number one times of the year that people die, I can't help but question why. And the answer? Stress kills more people worldwide than anything else. And of course, there's smoking and there's drinking and there's getting hit by cars and icicles falling on your head and who the fuck knows how we die because there's a lot of us and weird shit happens. But stress. And I think about how I can mitigate stress at every avenue in my life so that I can be successful moving forward. The number one thing that we have control over is who we spend our time with. Think about this. I said this during Thanksgiving. I'm going to repeat it, and I'll repeat it next year and the year after that until everyone starts doing it. When you get in your car to drive, or on the bus, or on your bike, or however you get there, to the place that your heart, your gut, your soul is screaming, do not go, and you go, you are doing yourself a grave disservice.